Well, this weekend, we turn the clocks back 1 hour for the end of daylight saving time, which means we get an extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, it also means the sun will be out earlier when kids go to school in the morning, but the evenings are going to get darker sooner. 1 extra hour of sleep, it sounds good. You know, right now, setting the clocks back really can disrupt sleep schedules if you don't prepare for it.
Yeah, so joining us now with a list of things to do before falling back is Dr. Michael Breus, the sleep doctor. Thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure to be with you guys.
All right, so doctor, you have 4 tips to help our bodies adjust to the time change. First, you say, stay away from the alcohol. Why is that?
So remember, while alcohol initially makes you feel sleepy, it pretty much destroys stage 3-4 sleep, which is that physical restoration. What I want people to do is gain from this hour of sleep. So having alcohol before is not going to give you any real gain. So do yourself a favor, take a night off of the booze right before the time change. It will definitely serve you better.
Okay, my problem is not the booze, it's the brew, the coffee, the caffeine. How late in the day can we have, I always hate this answer. I already know what this answer is. I don't want to ask. So I hope it changes. How late in the day can you have that last cup of coffee?
So remember, caffeine has a half-life of between 6 and 8 hours. Oh. So as a general guideline, what I like to tell people, since most people like to go to bed somewhere between 10 and 11 o'clock at night, if you can stop caffeine by 2 p.m., wow, you're going to be much better off as a general rule. To be fair, I'd love it if you stopped earlier in the daytime, but 2 p.m. I think is the lower level limit for caffeine for folks. And remember, we don't want you having some gargantuan, caffeinated beverage at 2 p.m. because quite frankly, that's not going to do you a whole lot of good.
1:55, you're getting it all in. I feel like that's going to be me.
You're like, I made the deadline. All right, doctor, so some people may stay up later Saturday night because they figure, hey, I get another hour. Is that okay?
To be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with that, but at the end of the day, why? Right? Now is a perfect opportunity to catch up on a little bit of extra sleep. Do yourself a favor. Don't stay up an extra hour. Go to bed at your normal bedtime and gain a little bit of extra sleep. You may find that Sunday morning looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, that's so smart. That's smart to keep in mind. Okay, the last tip should probably apply to every night, not just the end of daylight savings. So what is that?
Well, so there's a couple of different things that I like to talk to people about, but the big one, think about a new pillow. A lot of people don't think about this, but during the time change, it makes you think about sleep. A lot of people haven't replaced their pillow in a really long time. And when you don't have good neck support, it can definitely throw off your sleep. So maybe if you're going to be getting that extra hour this weekend, go ahead and find yourself a new pillow because that could be really, really helpful. I actually created a pillow guide, believe it or not, over at thesleepdoctor.com. So if people want to check it out, I teach you what to look for.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good.
All right. So, doctor, is there anything that parents can do to help their little ones prepare for this time change?
Well, same advice. No alcohol, no caffeine, and have them go to bed on time. Here's the thing is that the time change takes approximately 1 day for your body to adjust to. So when we gain that hour, it's certainly easier on the kids. But when we go into spring where we lose that hour, that's where it can be difficult for parents to get kids up on time for school, things of that nature. So not as much prep for kids now, other than your kids might be sleep deprived. Get them an extra hour, they could probably use it.
I think we all are, right? Okay, so let's talk about this because we've talked a lot about it since the pandemic. People struggling from insomnia. Does turning the clocks back have an impact for them? Any impact, good or bad?
So to be fair, when we go back and we gain that extra hour, sometimes with people with insomnia, that kind of gets in their head and they start to think about things like, oh, am I going to fall asleep? Now I've got this extra hour. Don't bother. What I tell people to do is if you have insomnia, follow your normal routine, whatever you and your doctor have put together to be able to help you with an insomnia. And who knows, you might actually sleep a little bit better or sleep a little bit longer.
All right. Well, Dr. Breus, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Great to see you.
Well, for more information on Dr. Michael Breus, you can visit thesleepdoctor.com. There you will also find top products to sleep better, like the pillows, and a guide to choosing a new mattress.